Hello, beautiful people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Happy weekend. Happy PP weekend. Yeah, you can go for your happy PP weekend. Okay, never mind. Good morning to all of you. How are you all doing? So I'm gonna do this episode. It's gonna be a morning thought sort of episode. This is not a perfume review or fragrance review. If you're here for a fragrance review, kind of like a warning in the beginning. So you're not gonna see any fragrance except one. My scent of the morning was Azaros Chrome. After the walk, I went for shower. Now I'm wearing Hugo Boss in Motion. Very nice discontinued orange-based perfume and very unique bottle design and sprayer as well. It sprays from here. Okay, really like the refreshingness of this perfume, and then it's very long lasting. So that's just to accompany me throughout this video. So I've just done the video of Daniel Desire Black from a sample. Check it out, and if you like the review, perhaps you go and check out the perfume in the mall. Perhaps it will work for you. So today I have prepared about 6 points. I want to talk about real life, from the worldly affairs when I meet people, my experiences, and I would like to share my thoughts on what we are doing wrong as a human being, as a human race, why we're going, a little bit down, and a lot of issues, like a lot of things are wrong with this world. Of course, there are a lot of good things as well, but the good things are there. Good people will discuss it. Also, we need to see some ways we can improve ourselves, and perhaps we give it a thought. Maybe what we are doing wrong. If this is us, and we can perhaps take a look at ourselves in the mirror. Okay. So first thing I would like to say, the topic on cover is the differences between brutal honesty, being frank, like dead frank, or like just honesty, like being honest with someone. And I would like to touch upon a little bit of religion, what our religions say. Okay, I'm not a very religious person, but I do have a lot of, let's say, philosophies that I believe. So, I'll give you an example. It will be easier for you. I see some guys in my friends list, the younger ones, sometimes even the older ones, they make fun of their friends. Okay, sometimes it's good, like you make fun of your friends, and you have good bonding. But at times you write mean things. Let's say you make mock someone for being not fair. Okay, uh, we used to force, like in Bangladesh subcontinent, we always constantly, if you're a guy or a girl, doesn't matter, people always make fun of your complexion. You're dark, like you're ugly and stuff like that. So it's not funny. Okay, I think, in my humble opinion, because people are not born by their choice. God makes them the way they are. And if you are making fun of someone's appearance, you can make fun of someone's behavior. But like, let's say if you are making fun of someone's looks and stuff and mock them, it's not funny at all. I don't find it amusing at all. So I see one kid making fun of, like, wishing someone a birthday, one of the girls, and he made like really bad joke, like saying that you should take shower before, like going for a party or something like that. So those are not funny. You insult people and you just make fun of them and you try to feel better about yourself. So I think this is nothing. There's no, even if you, let's say, they like, let's say, like, she's not using perfume or something, you can tell it in a more polite way. But making fun of them in public, or making fun of their appearance or whatever they do, maybe they don't have, like, all the privileges. So I think being frank is one thing and being an a-hole is another thing. So I think shouldn't be mean to people. Let's say you want to be honest, but at the sometimes, like, you can avoid saying the truth to avoid hurting someone. This is what our religion teaches us. Let's say you can make their life better, you can make them happier, okay, by giving them a fake compliment. Okay, they say that you look like really beautiful today. Okay, perhaps she's looking beautiful, you feel it, but maybe also at the same time she's feeling down. With that compliment, she'll feel better. Perhaps it's not being the most frank or honest, but you make them happy, so that like, intention counts. So that's where I feel that we should have a fine line between being rude and being frank or honest, but do not be to that point where it actually hurt people. It doesn't really help anybody's cause. I saw this video, one of the things that recently, it's an old video. Some girls, two girls, they are standing in KFC or McD and they're making fun of this fat guy. Hey, you are doing it. They're publicly mocking that guy. Like, you don't need to eat anymore. Look at your size. You shouldn't be. You should go eat some salad. And you humiliate that guy. She was humiliating and she thinks she's perfect. So we all have our judgments, right? And if you, let's say, think that you're perfect and someone else is not, and you're humiliating them in the public, it's not helping them. You can tell them with kind soul, like, perhaps, brother, you should, look into more, healthy options, because your heart health problem might, be bad for you in future. but it's not a way to be, making fun of them, mocking them in public, making them feel bad. Okay, first point. Second thing I was gonna say, lack of gratitude. This is one of the most common thing I'm noticing these days, especially in my country. I think there are this kind of people everywhere. You help them, certain people you help them, and they actually stab you at the back. You didn't do anything wrong with them, wrong to them. You just simply perhaps didn't do anything else, but they just used you, and then after a while they just, because not everybody is going to be the same. I'm telling you, everywhere this kind of people exist nowadays. This is what's wrong with our world. I'm giving you a few examples. There's this shop, like I used to go. I do a small business, like a page for decanting. It's just like to, support my journey. But I meet a lot of kind of people. I have a lot of weird experience. I learned about people, life, and I was in a way different before 4 years back. Now I'm different. I'm a lot more rude and I'm a lot more frank than before. I used to be very shy and people used to take advantage of me and I couldn't say anything. I just could laugh. But nowadays people say something mean, I screw them back. Yeah, you cannot mess with people's good nature anymore. But there's this shop I used to go to, and I bought like small bottles, like decant bottles, for 2 to 3 years. I think almost 2 years, and the prices always used to stay like good for me, like more fair than other shops. So I used to stick to one shop. I never go to other shops. So one day, what happened was, these guys, they gave me. I didn't see what they gave me. I bought like 200 to 300 bottles, with one purchase. And I saw, I came back home. The bottles. Just give you one example. Like, let's say this kind of bottles, right? Like decant bottles I use. So these are 10 ml, and these sprayers all the way should go, if you can see, until the base. Otherwise, if let's say the juice is at the base, you cannot spray anymore. So I came home and I saw the sprayer and the pipes are until half, and then they are not reaching the bottom. So what it means is they gave the wrong sprayer for this bottle. So I cannot, after half, I cannot spray them anymore. People cannot spray them anymore. So I was very disappointed because the place I bought it from, it takes a long time to go. It's a very difficult place to go, and you always suffer going there. So I don't want to go there every day. But I went back because this is something I need for my work. And I told them, like, brother, these bottles are, like this. Can you change these sprayers? And he goes like, no, cannot change because this is what you're selling. I said, how come you're selling that? I was still being nice. How come you're selling that? Because it's not a right product. And I said, how I'm going to use it? He said, it's not my problem. And I got really, really angry. You know why? Because I've been going to the shop. I've been spending money. I never went to any other shop because I trust them. And I always behave nicely with them. And this is how they pay you back after 2 years of continuous supporting their business. And I just told them, you know what? Like, after coming to 2 years to your shop, this is how you're going to behave. And this is how you're going to bark. And this is how you're going to, like, treat your customer. I'm never coming back to your shop. Keep your freaking bottles. I'm not gonna take. He tried to pay me back. I did not take. And he's like, go, if I don't care. So these are kind of people who don't go anywhere in life. Do not be this kind of people. I'm just telling you, when you see this kind of human beings, you just immediately start thinking about some animals, like really want to curse them. I'm not the most nicest person, I do curse people. So another thing I'd say, like, there was this shop, in Bangladesh we have certain stands where they sell cigarettes, and not full pack. They sell like one cigarette each because it's cheaper. If people buy, it's more profitable for them as well, selling unit by unit. So one day what happened was, I used to smoke before. 3-4 years back I used to smoke, and I thought that would be cool in the winter, but then I used to get sick, so I quit smoking. And one day I just went there just to buy some candies, and I saw this policeman came, because here in Bangladesh police is very corrupt, and police is trying to make, like, what do you call this, extra money from different business, different cars, vehicles, and then they collect this kind of, we call it chanda. It's kind of like extortion sort of money, and people have to pay. So one day I think he went, and then he's like not paying for cigarettes or something. Then the shop owner said, give me my money, and police says, how dare you ask money from me? And this is because they think they're right. These people they forget, they are there to serve people. I'm gonna take my sweet time today. If you're bored, you can quit watching it, no problem. But I don't want to rush today. And what happened was, it really got me angry. And I went there, I protested. Everybody's watching, like at least 20 people. People love to watch here. If people are dying in accident, people will taking out the camera and then start videoing. Same thing in Malaysia. So nobody helps anybody. Nobody comes up and then feel like this is, you are supposed to protest. And I was like, okay, this guy, I buy stuff from him, I don't like this. And I said, why are you shouting at him? Pay him right now. You took the product, right? And I started videoing with that phone, and he got scared, and the policeman paid that guy. The very next week I went there, and I was trying to pay him for something, this shopkeeper, and he didn't remember me. Okay. And he started saying that I don't have change, give me change, otherwise I'm not gonna sell anything to you. I said, okay. And then I said, why suddenly, why don't you have change? I mean, can't you make a change? He goes like, you know what, just don't disturb me, just go. And I was like pretty surprised. This is the kind of nature I've been watching from people. Perhaps it's the poor people, uneducated people, but I also get it from educated people. And I told him, last week I saved you from a policeman, who was harassing you, and this is how you treat me. And he remembered me, he said, sorry. I said, no, I'm not going to accept your sorry. This is how you treat people, you're not a good person. So perhaps it makes a difference to them, perhaps it doesn't. So today, nowadays, the motivation always is money. Nowadays, this is what I believe. And people will do anything. They'll stab you, they'll use you, be nice, and they kiss your ass, whatever. They will use your page, your line of work, they'll come to you for a product, and they will try to take maximum benefit for nothing. They will do nothing for you. So you're not supposed to expect things from people when you do nice things for them, but it hurts when people are ungrateful and they harm you. Okay. So this is kind of people we shouldn't be. Third point I'm going to say is friends with benefits only. Nowadays, I was just mentioning that point. Nowadays, I just noticed I have definitely very good friends in Bangladesh or worldwide, and there are a lot of people who love me, care for me, and I learn from there, like how they are with me, what they do for me. When I am down, they take their time, they just come down here. Some of my brothers, they'll perhaps give me a perfume to review. They'll sit with me, have a coffee, chit chat. I might feel better because that day perhaps I was not feeling well. But there are certain guys, complete strangers. I'll just give you one example. This guy is not, he's living in Bangladesh, no names, but he came down and wanted to meet me. He said, hey bro, I follow you, big fan of your work, blah blah. Can I have coffee with you? My treat. So I went to meet him. Nice guy. He's in some other groups, but he doesn't do reviews. But he used to live abroad, so he's in some other groups. And then he actually came to meet me, and then I thought a very nice guy. He's like me and whatnot. But after a few days, I started seeing that he's starting to push me for selling his bottles. Then I realized he actually needs me or my group to sell. And I don't like people like that when they want to use you, and then very obviously they're trying to use you. They do, they show that they want to be your friend, that they're a fan, and actually they just want to use you. I don't like that. Why don't you come up front and say that I need some help right away? Then it's nicer. And then I refused to help him at first, nicely. And then later he started pushing me. I didn't like it, and then he started spreading bad things, like bad mouthing about me, other groups. I saw him, and he's like still doing this kind of dishonest thing. He buys perfumes from certain seller. He's trying to sell it, saying that he's the only one who sells from UK. Stuff like that. In Bangladesh, his products are much better quality, whereas reality is he's buying them for half price from local sellers. So this kind of people, like friends, they want to be friends with you because of benefits. They don't really like you. They don't care for you. Moment you say, I don't want to help you anymore, they're not nice anymore. So the thing is, do they have any right, people, to demand things from you? What did they do for you that you have to do something for them? You're not bound to. You have a right to say yes or no, right? So remember, this kind of people, friends with benefits who use you, do not do it for courtesy. Do not say yes to people who are manipulative, or they try to use you all the time, and if there's no more business, cut their throat. This is what some people do. If you realize this kind of people, they are there, do not give them time. Just cut them off from your life. They're very toxic people. Number 4, unhappy people and snobs. This is kind of people I see in Fracom a lot of reviewers, not a lot, few actually. Sadly, no names. I don't want to start a war, but I mentioned it before. Certain guys, they think they're better than rest of them, and their niche fragrance game is so much better than everybody else's. Otherwise, people are using cheap perfumes, colognes. They don't deserve any love or respect. And it's okay, you do not like cheap perfumes. It's okay, no problem. People have their choices and freedom. But who are you to analyze what others are wearing or judge them, saying that your fragrance is trash? You have to wear $400 fragrance, $1,000 fragrance to be accepted. And you see them, you feel sorry for them already. Some people are destroying a fragrance in the name of art. What a POS. I'm not going to say the full term of it, but I have no respect for that kind of human beings. Okay. you do it for love. You do not do it for money. You do not do it for show off. If you're doing it for that, it's your game, but it's not a good game, to be honest. If you waste food, money, and you just buy something and you destroy, trash it, it's total stupidity. If you're not liking something, give it away, give it as a charity. Other ones might be, appreciating it more. So this kind of snobs who just, even 2 years back, some of the guys I know in our community, 2 3 years back, all they had were some designer perfumes, and they started buying niche perfumes, and they became like, hey, niche is the way to go, like design that is cheap, synthetic, these are no good. Some of the reviewers, they started with designer, now they are all niche king. So I do not understand this thing, like, you came from certain background, okay, you're not born with a golden spoon in your mouth. You're reviewing Versace's, Paco Rabanne's, Azzaro's, and then suddenly one fine day you become like, I'm all about Creed and Amouage, man. And you buy, why is the double standard? So this is what I don't want to do. I have respect for everybody, once again, who use cheaper colognes, expensive cologne, designer, niche, whatever suits your budget and your taste. Even if you're rich, you can use Azzaro fragrance because you can enjoy it as much. Do not do it for other people's approval. Okay. Uh, Number five, this is about dishonest people. Dishonest people mean there are certain people I notice, they want to be successful quickly. They want to do tricks. They want to lie to people. They want to manipulate so they can sell. It's all about money to them. It's all about that. Ultimate push is always for money. Sell, 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 and try to be rich overnight, creating a hype. You guys know one thing, right? Success is not overnight. Success comes to people who work hard, honest, and it comes over time, surely, maybe slowly, but surely. If you consider success just as money, you can make a lot of money. Trust me. If you sell your soul to devil, you can sell a lot of stuff. You can lie, you can manipulate, you can fabricate, you can say other people are bad and you are good. You can do that. You can sell your soul. You can go down to the level that your heart doesn't matter no more, your conscience doesn't matter no more. What you're doing is you're just selling your soul. You lie, anything, you do anything to sell something to make some money. But success is a lot more than that. In the long run, if you lose your credibility, your trust from people, or you lie to someone, one day you're going to be busted, and one day you're not going to feel good, because if nobody knows even whole life, you know that you have done something wrong. Do not lie about a perfume. Let's say you're doing perfume reviews. Do not lie about a certain page. If you got it for free, mention you got it for free. If it's not a good perfume, not long lasting, do not tell people it's very long lasting just because you got it for free or they're paying you. Always keep your honest reviews. So perhaps not everybody's gonna love you, but those who actually are masses, public, they will still trust you. So for me, it's a combination of success, combination of everything. Like money will, you can make money. If you actually work hard, someday you can definitely. But if you're not a good person, there's no point of doing all this. Last one, I want to say this kind of people I cannot stand. I told you, like, I often stand up for people on streets. Why I do that, I don't know. That day, a few days back, I went to buy something, and I took the public transport, the bus. And the bus is like air conditioned. I can save some time and some money. And I was waiting, when on the way back, I was waiting for the bus at the last stop. Like the bus gonna leave in like 10-15 minutes. I bought the ticket and I was sitting in front. Okay. And then suddenly I see this big pickup that comes and park from the opposite side of the road. This is what happens. Is so messed up. Nobody follows any rule or ethics or anything. So just come from opposite direction and then park next to the bus entrance. So no one can come out, no one can leave. And he parked the car and is leaving. And I told him, brother, why are you parking here? It's the entrance. He says, this is not my problem. This is our office next to the road. And this is where the bus parked wrongly. Then I checked, the bus parked perfectly fine in the bus stop. And this guy just want to park, and he's parking illegally, that pickup. And I told him, you cannot block this road, move the car. And he started shouting, who the hell are you? Do you know this is a public, this is a government vehicle? I said, I don't give a... I gave him this. And I said, you came from the wrong side and you're yelling at me. Which company do you work for? And he saw that I'm taking pictures and everything. And he still didn't move. He said, do whatever you can do, right? So thing is, like, whole bus was watching, like the people were watching, and they were like, hey, it's not good, like from behind, like very low noise. No one came forward to support me. And I felt very bad. I felt like I'm fighting for people's rights and people are not coming forward. This is why our country is messed up. This is why the world is messed up. You guys think, oh, it's not my problem. This is someone else's headache. I'm already in the bus. This is how you screw the world. Okay, I'm not gonna go sweet talk and everything like how like it's like not proper. How you're supposed to. No sweet talk. If you feel something being happening wrong in the streets out there, someone is being beaten, someone is being robbed, someone is being raped, and you do nothing about it, you are not a good human being. Okay, so these are the things I want to discuss today. Always remember that other people, like, they may not know you. Okay, uh, just one last story before I finish. When I was in school, I used to be a scout, like we used to do scouting, and I used to be in the Boy Scouts. So I used to really be proud of my uniform and my whistle, like the badges. So I used to earn, like, by gardening, this and that. So one time we had this school activity, like all three schools came to our school. We're going to be staying overnight and going to be doing some camping and bonfire and stuff like that. And the whole day there was some activities. So some of our senior brothers showing us some of the skills, how to wear the pulse point of the body, how to give a first aid. As scouts, you should know this. And one point, everybody was given food, packet food, in the classroom in the school. We're eating, and I saw nobody is using the bean, just throwing in the corner, just near the bean packet and stuff. And I felt very bad because the whole thing was piling up, the whole class, 50, 60 boxes, and they're like piling up near their door. And when I felt automatically like, this is my classroom is being dirty. I started picking up the trash, putting in the packet. Nobody came forward. And then the elder brother who was teaching in the class, he noticed, and he said, hey, you guys see, this guy is actually concerned, like, you guys ate, but you did not take care of your trash. He's taking out your trash. Don't you think you should help him? Then everybody felt like a little bit ashamed, and 2 3 guys started helping me. So this is what I'm saying, that you don't have to, you don't need someone to tell you. Go out there, and then if you see some trash, or like a banana skin or something that people might fall, just take your time and throw it. It may get you blessings. It may not get you money, but it may get you blessing. So do some good deeds. This is what I want to do this video, positiveness. And no matter what people say, no one is perfect, but we can still try to improve every day, because this is the best part of human beings. We can always change. And even if we have been a bad person, we can always change that overnight. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching such a long video, if you actually did. And those who actually watch these videos, I love you guys. You guys are good human beings. Take care, guys, and have a very nice weekend. See you soon. Bye bye.